Hi, Bob. How are you?
Hey,
Oh, did I mute you?
you
Can
want
I
me?
hear
Can you
you?
hear me?
Oh, there, I got you. Fucking worst. The worst. How are you, honey?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Nice to see you again.
You too, you too. It's been a while.
Oh, your shirt. I want it. I fucking want it. It's so funny.
It's like my favorite one, I swear. Oh my
Mhm.
God, so excited to see you. Miss love you all the time. Like
Love
seriously.
you all the time. It's so mutual. It's not. It's dumb. It's so mutual.
You're just
We love it.
incredible, man. Your work this season. Oh my God, girl. I
Thanks.
swear to God. Killing me every day, every week for the last 10 weeks.
Blame Elliot, okay? He killed me too, man. I was going fucking through it.
Oh, girl, I'm so excited to chat with you because, like,
Me
everyone
too.
loved our last one. Everyone went crazy for our last one. Everyone was like, oh my God, you're doing another one? Are you doing another one? I'm like, hey,
Obvious. Hey,
hey.
we're so gross. Hey,
I hate myself. It's fine. It is
it's
what it is.
fine.
All of my bitches. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm joined with a very special guest. You requested her to come back, and of course, she has returned. Miss Taylor Hickson. Hey girl.
Girl, hey. I missed you.
I know I missed you too. I'm so excited to chat with you again because like we have things to talk about, like
We got to talk about.
updates, and like
Uh-huh.
fans are like, okay, first of all, the photo you posted on Instagram like a few days ago, it literally killed the fandom and I was living for it. Like, did you expect that? Like, that's funny to me. I was like, your power.
There was like a bit of adverse reaction because everyone was like, "I fucking love you, but also don't smoke because I love you." Don't die. I'm like, "Baby, it's like it's not even touching my mouth. It's a prop. I swear." It was just like I was hanging out with my really good friend Noah, and we were just shooting the shit. And he's a really talented photographer, and he was like, "Wait, I see a moment," and he handed me his leather jacket, and he's like, "Take this," and he's handed me a cigarette and his really cool. Like I literally just ripped him off. That's his persona, his shtick, and then I just added the blonde hair. But
Yeah.
he's
It was
talented.
it was a vibe. It was all over my timeline. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, Miss Taylor Hickson, step on me!" I was like seeing everything. I'm like, "You're saying like, yep, I
Oh,
agree, agree."
sorry.
It was
I
so
don't
funny.
smoke. I've never smoked in my life. I don't I don't smoke. I swear. I don't
Yeah,
smoke
me too. I
cigarettes.
don't either. Save your money, girl. Honestly, I'm like, nah, like so
Yeah,
expensive to do it.
I have better vices to blow my money on. I swear.
Legit, me
Okay.
on food though. It's me. My thing is food. So like, it is. So, so my first question, girl. How emotional was it reuniting with the Bellwether unit in the first episode? Because like you definitely felt the emotions like from day one. I was like, girl. Mm,
Okay. So we originally had that penned to be the first scene that we shot because Amanda Tapping's the greatest, and she
yeah.
wanted us to, she wanted it to be real because we hadn't seen much of each other, and in terms of rehearsals, we usually get a lot more prep time. But trying to get everyone over here was insane, especially with Jess, like trying to get her over here with her passport because it's a
Yeah.
South African passport. It was just a nightmare. So everyone ended up getting here just in time. We didn't have the facilities we needed to, have the time to rehearse. So it was a very real moment.
Mm.
But it ended up getting pushed. Something happened, and I don't know if it was something to do with a new testing system, but we were all really new to navigating this. We were one of the 30% of productions that ended up coming back during mid-pandemic.
Mm.
And so it ended up getting pushed and pushed and pushed until it was the last scene we ended up shooting of a season 2, episode 1.
Oh my God.
I remember us all being so nervous about it, but we kind of just held our breath the whole time and really sort of, I guess, catered those emotions to that moment. We
Yeah.
we we, we sort of held in what we were feeling, but It was very raw, very real. We were so grateful to be back in the same space with each other, creating at a time like this in the world. And
Yeah.
I think we really, really needed each other. We really leaned on each other through season two. It was, I think that's what made it so great to make. It was just like we really had to navigate, I guess, the difference between physical intimacy and emotional intimacy. And because we couldn't be physically affectionate with each other by any means, like 6 feet when we weren't shooting, masks,
Yeah.
and we had our own little corners, and so it's just we'd be like texting each other from different space. We had to find
It's
different ways
rough,
to
man. Yeah.
connect,
It's
and
hard.
distance makes the heart grow fonder, no matter how far the distance is, and
Yeah. It's really like
putting those
right
physical
there.
barriers. Yeah, putting those physical barriers in gave an interesting twist to our emotional development on and off screen for sure.
Yeah. Probably made you like appreciate the more emotional scenes with, with each other, like more because you couldn't like do it as you used to, like, before the pandemic. So this was like, you cherished it. It's sad, like it's breaking my heart, girl. I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, that's just like, they're right there. You can't like just go over and be like, hey, like, you
We
know,
took advantage of it when the cameras were rolling.
good.
Jess is like kissing us, and they're like, "God, you can't." And she's like, "I'm sorry, it just came out."
Do we
So
blame him? Listen, like it has to be done. I'm sorry, but like take
And yeah, anytime you see Jess like leaning in or touching us, that's just like her fiending for physical affection. Because me and her
yeah,
are so much like that. We're just like we're very touchy
yeah.
people. That's how
But
we
that
connect with people.
Yeah, like that showed in the show, like throughout there were like multiple scenes where I was like, it was like you and Tally, like, so you and Jessica like holding hands as like Raylla and Tally, just like, chilling, just like hugging. Like it was like all those cute moments. Like it was just like
We
nice.
utilized it. That's just
Yeah.
us. We really need to
Yeah, yeah,
connect
yeah. It
and do
was
it all.
sweet. It was so cute to see. I was like, oh my God, like this just, I was dying. I'm like, they're the freaking cutest people, I swear to God. Girl.
Have you had like a really good talk with Jess yet?
Next week. Surprise
Because
everybody who's watching this. Next week, I'll be talking to Jess.
surprise,
Surprise.
she's really the light of my life. I'm trying to go up and visit her, where she's staying up on the island near Vancouver because we finally got her. Canada's got her now.
Yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
immigrating here, so we're so lucky to have her. But yeah, we all deeply leaned on each other this season.
Yeah, you felt it. I think we all felt it. I was like crying, like how many times? I don't even know how many times I cried. It was great. It was a good, like therapeutic, therapy session for me.
Sure.
Um, so did you have a favorite like unit moment in the season? Was there like one particular one that stood out to you?
This might sound like kind of morbid, but when we were really fighting each other and all that stuff
I
came
was gonna
out,
ask about that scene. Yeah,
yeah, it was really hard, but being so vicious to each other in that space, like when we come away from those scenes, we just kind of wouldn't say anything, and we'd like just all hold hands before these types of scenes, and it's more so the before and after. It's the stuff that you don't see on camera
yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
we're still in character, but it's just moments before, just moments after. But I mean, I'd have to say, putting Alder into the mycelium was like that was a hard scene to shoot, and we kept like stifling sobs because we were all hysterically sobbing, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, like we can't understand your lines. You guys are gonna have to."
Oh my God.
And they're like, we think it's so much stronger if you're holding back your fear and your despair in front of Alder because you don't want her to be afraid. So you're being strong, as she's always been for you in the face of adversity or the unknown, and to take on those traits that she's carried with her all those years, trying to protect you from whatever she was battling or protecting us from. So
Yeah,
we kind of, yeah, use that as like an adapting moment. We really channeled our inner Alder, and
yeah,
it was a without words. Like you just have, as an actor, you have these very few fleeting moments where you truly connect, and I like to use the analogy "Big Magic" by Elizabeth Gilbert. It's a book, but just talks about those moments where you connect to something other than what you're doing down here on the ground, and it's like some divine intervention, and it's like that. It's that moment where you're so connected that you remember, this is why I wake up and do what I do every day. It's for this 7 seconds of this.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was a great reminder of our purpose as creators. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You really felt like up if I you seem to get emotional, much business, okay? But like I feel like this season, like sorry. Look, it's early for me. Listen, my brain's still
I
like,
know. Oh my God, I forgot. Oh,
it's all good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I it really felt like I feel like the unit, you guys were like the strongest this season. Like, yeah, you were strong last season, but this season was like yeah, it hit differently. And like
yeah.
even with like, Dimitri and Lynn, like all the scenes like you all had together, like it was just even with Raylla and her dad, Raylla and her mum, which we'll get to that. But like every just it was, I don't know, just it hit differently. And it was just you guys are just all incredible. You all really stepped it up this season. I was just like literally shook with how amazing, like, and it was I was literally just in awe, like how I was like Freeform doesn't deserve you guys, but like that's just me. But no shade, but like I was just like, you guys are just like the connection you guys have, the chemistry you all have, like it's incredible. Like it's like you don't get that often on TV shows, and like is that's what it makes it, what elevates this show to like another level. There's like you guys and like your performances as friends, as as a cast, like it's incredible. So I just want to thank you for everything. Let me just say.
Thank you. I mean,
I,
people who cherish what we do, it's like you love what we do almost like as
yeah.
much as we do, So, and that's the reason we get to wake up and keep creating. So, thank you.
No, anytime we're gonna fight for a season 4. The switches are fighting, don't you worry. The switches. While we're on the topic though, like how I how interesting is to see like the switches like fighting online for like the petitions to try and like save the show, beyond the season 3. Like how is all that? Because that's just I'm
I
sure.
don't think we could have hit a better lottery with the kinds of heart that our audience has. It's mind blowing to me, and people in my life that I come across, like even photographers, for instance, who post images of me, and then you guys all find them, and just like the outpour of love. They're like, wow, they find everything. Like they care so much about your well being, and it's like and you guys are just everyone's respectful, and no one's really pushing any narrative or protesting that characters have to be together in real life. Everyone's so respectful and checks each other on that, and it's so admirable to see so many people from all over the place have a common goal and pour so much love and energy into just our welfare. It's that blows my mind that like complete strangers can be so loving, and it honestly just it redeems my outlook on the world,
Yeah.
and in the odds of so much hatred and prejudice and divide, that there's just like there's still these happy little corners that fuel my fuel my belief in goodness, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. That's so sweet. Like honestly, because like the world's been like the world's been so dark. It's gone to shit pretty much over the last couple of years. But like you have these like that's why like I always TV shows is like my escape for me. Like
Yeah.
I use it as my escape. Like having like the fans to be so supportive of my reactions and like the show, and like it's nice because it's just there's too much negativity in the world, and it's just like just I just all the positive energies. It's like things are too negative half the time. It's just like the word's sad. It's just like just let's all just be friends and just get along and just enjoy life and just because life's too
Yeah.
short. So it's just like this. It's just everyone comes together. It's nice. They all unite as one. It's really cool to see. So like the switches are really something special. Like I have to admit, but
Yeah.
they're amazing.
Many like them, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just as you get to wake up and create, for the same people that have that same heart, and they give a fuck, and that's hard to
Yeah.
find. It's hard
Mm,
to find nowadays.
exactly. So you really got lucky with these switches. Like, oof, so lucky, so lucky.
I concur.
So my next question is, were you excited to explore Rael's new mycelium power? Because, girl, that power, iconic, iconic. It's amazing.
Obviously, I was incredibly enthusiastic. I mean, I personally have a connection to all things spiritual. It's something that's really important in my daily routines and in my belief system. So diving into the research of that and just listening to the insides of Elliot's brain is just like, I don't know how his dreamscape in there is just, it is infinite. It just, yeah, it holds so much information, and it's really interesting. I also recently watched Fantastic Fungi
Mm,
on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it, but it gave me some more further insight. I think it was the language used to describe it, because I mean, when you're doing research, a lot of the stuff that's coming up is like college information, and it's a little bit hard to break down with all the jargon, but it described it in a language that was really easy to understand, and it was really fulfilling in the sense of, I guess, wanting to know more. But going back to your question, just as a creator, it's always the dream to be able to get to know a character so well that they become an extension of yourself, and you can push their boundaries and learn and grow with them. And looking back from when we first met Raylla and how she had no purpose and no sense of drive and she'd given up, I mean, I think everyone can connect to that at some point in their life, not feeling like you have a reason to get out of bed. And the mycelium, I think, really gave her purpose. It felt like she was needed in her community. And I was reading a book about just basically the psychology of people that society might look at as like lazy, or they don't get a job, or they won't clean up after themselves, and it's because they have no purpose. They aren't praised. They don't feel like they're needed, or they don't feel like they'll be missed. And so I really applied that psychology to Rael in season 2, and just lighting that little fire in her belly, and wanting more, and wanting to protect people, and putting her own prejudice and her own needs and wants aside for her greater cause, and
yeah,
and knowing that she had tapped into something special, and that she's a channel for something far beyond her understanding, and just trying to do the best with that. It's a lot
yeah.
of pressure, but she really took it hands on, and I'm very proud of her.
Honestly, you're right. Me too. Like,
She's come a long way.
literally, like even finding out that like the mycelium power was like the power of the dead, the fallen witches. Like that's like a real big like burden to take on, because it's like, all this power, and then it's like, you kind of Rhea, kind of like upholding the legacies of all these fallen witches. It's like trying to, fight, and it's like finding that out is just like a whole just different perspective. And obviously, like her mum's, her power was there now, Older's power was there now, like. And tell me how, especially with Diana, working with Diana, because I feel like that was one of my favorite episodes. I think it was episode 7 when Rael
Ellen, yeah.
gets captured. And, oh, that girl, I was not ready for that. No one was ready for you in that episode. I swear to God, that was you and Diana. You had what, one scene together, and it was one of my favorite scenes of the entire show. Like, you guys are amazing. How was it working with her? And tell me all about that scene.
She is just so naturally maternal, so I think we really, really connected that way. And there's something, I don't know if I ever really told her this, but there's something about her eyes, and just like the way her cheeks sit in her face. It really reminds me of my grandma. And it's just such a like a toughness on the outside, but such a tender love that, she'd give her own life for yours. And
Yeah.
that's the kind of incomprehensible love that my grandma carried with her. It's just like she was always so concerned with other people and the way they were feeling and their comfortability to a fault. And she wasn't afraid to check them. Like, she'd stand up for
Yeah.
herself, but like that same kind of soft center hard shell And like I lost my grandma a few years ago, and so I think just really seeing that likeness in her, and like Diana is so much herself in Willa, and just like the protection and her loving nature. It's just it was easy. Like I just watched her shine, and and I sat in a puddle at her feet, just in admiration, and it's just she was so easy to connect with. She's so concerned about what you need and where you need to be in the scene, that it's just like we were just holding hands the whole time, and it was just there's nobody else in the room.
Yeah.
That's how it feels when you're one on one with her. She has a special power that way.
Oh, that's oh my God, girl, you're making me emotional. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was not ready for this. Like, no, but I love that this is like, I love it though. Like, it just shows how special. And like now, when I'm gonna go back and rewatch these scenes, now knowing this, like, how like impactful, how deep and meaningful this scene was behind the scenes, like, it's gonna change everything. And I feel like when people watch this, they'll go back and also just be like, wow, like it'll hit differently once again. So like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Because we played so much too. We like she's so open to that, and one of the things we ended up improvising was just like as she was leaving, I felt this like fluttering panic as she was leaving me. It just like we were so connected, and we were so in our space, which was bizarre because we were just surrounded by green screen in the mycelium, when she leaves, and I said stay, and then she like she just like turned from me, and I
oh
just loved it. There's a couple times where we'd cut, and both of us had to just take some space because we couldn't stop crying. Like we needed a second to come
yeah.
back to ourselves. But it was like, yeah, we in terms of direction, like we were really allowed to just to do our thing and to be comfortable. And I think Shannon Coley, that she did Seven last year too, which
Yeah.
was
Oh.
brilliant. We brought
Mm.
her back, but definitely a pattern going on of torture in episode
Like,
seven.
honestly, I was like, this is a thing. Like, I'm
Honestly,
scared. Like, you can't.
yeah, everyone's gonna be freaking out next season.
Oh, don't even. I don't even think about that because I just know I'm going. If this
Me
one's
either.
like
I
this is
don't know.
Elliot's gonna pay for my therapy bills, okay, I'm just gonna send them
Honestly,
to Elliot.
we begged him. We were like, please just let it. He's like, yeah, yeah, y'all can all be happy for a little while, but not too long, because then that's not interesting. We're like, oh
Yeah.
Jesus,
You were
just
literally happy when you
that's,
reunited in episode one, and then it just went all like, yeah, good luck to all of you.
that's what he said. He's like, that's as much as you get for season three. Like he's like, you'll have your little moment of happiness, but that's not interesting for long. So then I
Yeah.
have to fuck your shit up again. I was like, thanks, Elliot. Great.
As long as everyone gets a happy ending at the end, it's cool. The journey, fingers crossed. If Elliot screws with me, sir, I swear to God, it's we're coming for you. I'm coming for you.
I don't even know what to expect because the world keeps expanding. Like I haven't had
Mm.
my world meeting with him yet. Like I have no idea what to expect for season three,
Yeah.
and I can only take guesses. But I just find that with each stepping stone in each chapter, the world's expanding. So you're kind of confined to the school, and then you start in season two. It's more like worldly matters, and you're sort of extending to politics and what have you. And then now the witches they're free, so I don't know where they're gonna go. I keep hoping for somewhere tropical. I keep pushing like
Yeah.
Cuba or Mexico or something. I don't think they're biting, but
Maybe in the finale, Raylan so they can like live on the beach or something, like in the future.
on a green
Like
screen, that would be that's what's gonna
great,
happen.
great.
No, like the way we did so much green screen work, like there'd be a couple times with like, Taylor, can you have, we were just like complaining about the horrid weather in Vancouver in the winter, and they were like green screening beaches behind me, and I was like getting emotional because I was so upset we couldn't travel.
Oh,
But it was great.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's the bloody green screen. But the green screen looked real though. The green screen actually did. Actually, admit they did. It's for whoever did the special effects green screen. Fantastic job because I was like, it looked like obviously it's supposed to look real, but like sometimes you can kind of tell that it's fake. But this one looked legit. Like it was so
Like
cool.
so much CGI. When I tell you it was just like four green walls around me, it was wild. And the one time where I interact with the wall, they had kind of like these ripples in it, and it was just like a sponge with a green blanket over it, and the way they make it look like it's interacting with my hand, and it was bizarre. It was bizarre. But yeah,
Yeah.
so much CGI. It was so cool to see the finished project. And same with Lynn, like the little baby Groot. We had
Everyone was like Groot. I was like in my head, I was like in Pinocchio, but then like I saw Andrea, and it was so funny because in my reaction, I was wearing an I am Groot like hoodie, which I didn't even
no.
click, and people were like you were wearing a Groot hoodie. I'm like, is that Lynn? I'm like, oh my god, stop it, please, I'm gonna die. Like, bless. I was like,
Okay.
oh my god.
Oh, it's so funny. When I saw it and I was like, oh no, here it comes. And I see all the tweets to like, not baby Groot. And I was like, I knew I wouldn't be the only one being like, now hold on a minute.
I was like, it looks familiar. It looks like something I've seen before. It's like I was like, but then I was like, oh my god, I am Groot. I was like, oh my god, I'm
We
dead.
had no idea what to expect because when we saw Lynn, she had no prosthetics on. There was just like six little black dots on her face, and that's all
Right,
we
yeah,
worked off
yeah,
of, which was crazy to me. Like that, it was just her natural face, and then that's what came of it, which is blew my mind. Like the power of, I'm so bad at technology, man. I'm very easily impressed, but that blew
yeah,
my face away.
yeah. I was like, holy shit, I love it, I love it,
Baby Groot.
baby Groot, man. Um, I so one thing that really, which you were great at, so learning mother tongue, because that girl.
Girl, I'll let you finish your question.
Literally, how difficult was it learning mother tongue? And like, do you like doing mother tongue? Like,
I like it when I get it, but like it is virtually a combination of I don't know, 16 to plus different languages. Probably more. I think it's supposed to be a universal language, so you have stems and like all the Latin root languages and beyond. It's insane. And then a bunch of European, and then you have like Mandarin elements to it. It's super interesting, but extremely complex. And the gentleman who worked on it, he's done stuff for I think like Game of Thrones and I think maybe Avatar. Don't quote me on this, but like he's like the guy. If you're gonna create a language, he's the guy to go to. And oh yeah, he really gave us a run for our money because the way I sat with Frederick, our vocal teacher, and I was like, "You're joking." And they're like, "No, he wants you to learn." I was like, "No, this is an Alder thing. Like, is
this
this
is all
optional?"
the thing.
He's like, "Honey, it's not optional. Like, you have to do this." So we were doing like courses for a language that for a fictional language on between any scene, any day off that we had. It was something that we were working on, and once you kind of get the gist of it, it's easier to catch on to. There's a sense of musicality to all language. So if you kind of think of it as a song, which is what our vocal coach helped us with, then it becomes easy. But like on camera, on the day, like it's all you can do to get it out. And there's like how many people, I don't know, like 100 people watching you do it.
Yeah.
And you're like, I have to commit to this or it's going to come off ridiculous. I'm like, I still don't know if I got there, but just the one time that I got it out and I didn't trip, I was like, okay, tap out. That's all you get. Like, that's all you get.
Thank you. Bye. That's it.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm like sweating. Oh man.
God.
It's really fun, and it's a bit of a mic drop when you get the line.
Yeah,
No
yeah, of
cap.
course. Well, you sounded great in the show when you said it, so like that's all that matters.
Then I fooled you. So I did my
No more.
job.
You'll probably
Period.
be more mother tongue in season 3, I think. Let's be real. So, like, good luck. I pray for you. My love, thoughts and prayers.
They're literally like, she did it last season. We'll just give her most of the mother tongue. They'll just speak in mother tongue now. We'll just
Yeah,
subtitle the whole
that's
show.
I've done the whole show.
Great.
Oh my god, I love it so much. I so another one of my favorite scenes, which once again have all the ducks. I swear to God, the scene where you sing "Book of Love" in episode 6. I swear to God, your voice
Oh,
is something otherworldly. Like I'm telling you,
bless
like
you so much.
seriously,
I'm
like
so scared.
you did fantastic. There was nothing to be scared about. You did. I was prop. I was sitting down, just like, what the fuck. I'm like I knew you could sing, like I knew, but like just seeing it on the show, I was just like,
Oh,
I was
thanks.
gone. Oh, you
It
sent.
was so scary. Like they took me to a music studio, like a sound recording studio, and I've never really done that. Like when I won a singing competition when I was like, I don't know, 13, and then I went in and recorded "That's What Makes You Beautiful" by One Direction, and
Oh,
like the
girl.
most recording experience I've had besides the stuff that I do in my basement. So it was great. They had like 4 people in room, maybe, just doing their work. I don't know
Yeah.
what they were doing. Making me sound a lot better than I naturally do. And then they had like 9, 10 plus people on a video call putting in their direction. And so we had like a 4 to 6 hour time block to get this done. And originally we were only going to do the first verse and chorus. And so I only learned that much. And we worked really hard on that. And they were very, very clear that the composer of the music, the original composer, he said, you cannot stray from this at all. So you have to play the exact time, sing the exact notes. And so we couldn't do any fun like vocal licks in it. And so we were like, okay, we feel a little bit confined to what we have to do. And I was worried that it was just going to sound super contrived, I guess. But everyone was so sweet about it, and I was so nervous. And then we're coming to the end of the 4 hour mark, and they're like, "Well, why don't you just record the whole thing?" And we were like, "What now? Do what?" Me and Frederick are like, "We didn't fucking learn anything else." Like, what do you mean? Just pull up the lyrics, and it's the same the rest of the time, right? We're like, you want us to record the whole song now? And so go on the thing, and oh, I don't know how we did it, but like in an hour and a half plus, like after we got we spent 4 hours on one verse and a chorus, and then we recorded the entire rest of the 3 minutes, I guess,
Yeah.
in an hour and a half. And we were like, God, wish us the Godspeed, like, wish us, please. But I think it turned out okay. And then they ended up using for their verses for a credit song, which was really cool at the end of
Yeah.
the episode. But I don't know if they're gonna release the track, because I know they did. They released the score soundtrack for season 1, which I loved. I
Yeah.
actually am a big fan of score, and I'm really particular about it. And some of the songs, I'm just like, these are iconic. Like
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
good.
Of course.
Come on and shuffle in the car. I'm just like bopping to the Motherland anthem.
Yes, bitch.
Like full orchestral. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
been into classical lately. Don't tell anybody.
No, I embrace that shit. Embrace
Yeah,
it.
so it's yeah. But yeah, it's a massive music journey, and I'm so grateful that because they were probably just so sick of me singing on set that they were just like, Jesus, just give her a scene and like get it over with.
No one would ever be sick of you singing on set, girl. Please, what are you kidding? Like your voice is magical. I told you. Like as soon
Oh
as
man,
you started singing, I was just like, oh my god. Like yes, I knew you were talented, but like just hearing it, I was just like, shit. Like oh my
you.
god, so
I feel for our sound team though. The way I'm like, poking a little echoey hallway and just start like, ooh, the acoustics in here, and I'm just like, oh yeah.
I'm a
Hallway.
musical artist now. Step
Sound
up and
team's
rock.
like, what the fuck? Turning on my mic, like, girl, I tell you.
I sing now. Hi guys. You
Uh,
know Ariana Grande.
Ariana who?
Exactly. Ariana who I only know Taylor Hickson. Listen, I don't know anybody else on this
That's
point.
Melinda.
Drop the album, Queen. But let's go. Like, drop the album.
I'm trying. Hey, I'm on it. I'm trying. It's coming. Hopefully.
Of course. So
Of course.
I mean, of course. I mean, look, the day drops. Well, take your time. No rush. Everyone's gonna be here. Okay.
I'll be 40.
You'll go. It's you take as much time as you need, Queen. Okay. Don't listen to any other bitch in this house. Take as much time as you need, and then you drop that shit, and it's gonna be iconic. It's gonna be magical. Topping. Wow, topping the charts.
Topping the charts.
Chopping, yeah. Well, chopping the charts is gonna be number one, bitch. That's right.
Oh, like
So, were there any like improvs this season? Like, did you improv any lines with anybody? I think was the stay with Diana, was that improv at the like the last
yeah.
improv? Yeah.
They actually like I realized they cut a lot of content because it was so fast paced, and I noticed we miss a lot of moments that way, which is the sad thing about
Yeah.
producing content for cable is because you're tied to such a specific time limit that sometimes you lose the little moments, like just the extra length of a beat between two characters of just silence. That stuff gets chopped.
Yeah.
um, it's of no fault to anyone. It's just like we have to make the time, and it's like we have to prioritize different things. So
Yeah.
it's really interesting to see everything so condensed. Um, I just remember, like, I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head what it is specifically that's missing. I just know when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh wow, they cut like the whole beginning or the whole end half of this,
Yeah.
or they would take out certain lines and it would take a totally different context, which was super interesting
Oh,
to
okay.
watch the way they chop it up, you
Yeah.
know. But improv. I have such a terrible memory. Like the girls will probably remember specific things. So when you talk to Jess, remembers freaking everything. An elephant never forgets, and she remembers everything. So she'll be able to tell you, Miss Gemini. She's got a friggin' archive in there. I tell you,
Yeah.
just like Wikipedia on .com. He's like, yeah, she'll have a dumb hat, but yeah, it's hard to. I know the improvs that they ended up keeping, and that's the one that sort of rang true to me. That's the first thing that came to my head was saying "stay" with Diana.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of little things, like especially in movement or certain moments, things that aren't written, and you kind of read between the lines and add your own little pizzazz. But yeah, there's so much play, and we're so lucky with our network that we aren't so confined to just the bare bone structure of what's written. They really give us room to play, and that's so much to our like creative team,
Yeah.
camera, producers, directors. Like they really give us room to play, and they're super open minded, which we're very fortunate with.
That's
But
so good though, because like you need like I feel like the yeah you have like a script, but like it's the little moments in between that like people talk about, and like it's just so, and because like you guys as a cast are like a family, and like you can tell, you can see, it's just always little moments, I feel like you and Jess like holding hands, during the drink, just random scenes, like it just those little things, everyone notices that stuff because the fans like literally pick the scenes apart, like they look at
yeah,
every single thing.
it's no
So like
joke.
yeah. So you just put what you can in, and then if it makes it makes it in, and just see what
Yeah,
happens, and you just go with it. Because obviously, you guys know your characters, more than anybody, apart from Elliot, obviously. But like, you kind of know what would Royale do, or like how would Royale be in this scene, kind of thing. And that's what you think when you're reading the script. How would Royale act in? How would she, deliver this line, or whatever. You know what I mean, like that. But
yeah, yeah, you're totally stepping into someone else's mindset. And, she even moves differently than I do. And like the way she holds her shoulders and like there's like a happy spot where her chin sits. It's
Yeah.
a weird thing when you get to know like another embodiment of yourself. It's super strange. There's nothing else I can really relate it to except maybe like if you work in customer service and you just step into a different body, you're like, I gotta make this money. Like I gotta
Girl,
do
I
it.
literally work in customer service. I feel that.
But
The way I'm
for
so fake to customers. I'm like, hi, how are you? Like, who am I? I'm
I know.
like, is that me? You're like, ew, I'm here to make my money.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going.
run into traffic right now. Like,
Literally.
what can I get for you? Can you
Oh,
just
this is
tell me and get it over with? Like,
oh, girl, triggered. It's fine.
literally, she comes home and she's just like, yeah, my like, she's like, I'm like, how was your day? She's like, I honestly don't even have the energy to talk to you. Like, all the fake is out of me. Like, I can't
Honestly,
do it.
you just want to go home and just
I was like,
relax
you know
and
what?
think about it. It's like, yeah, bye. Like, I won't even deal with it. I don't even relive the shit that happened. It's fine.
But like, that's the only thing I can relate it to. But in the sort of happiest, purest form, it's just
Yeah,
like
of
where
course.
you're really happy to just step into someone else's shoes and explore, and it's very therapeutic.
Yeah. Now we're going to talk about Rayla now because how was it not working as much with Mali this season? Because like there weren't you had like there was I think there were like 2 or 3 episodes you were together, but the rest like it was much different to season one. Like, do you
Hated
reckon?
it.
Yeah, hated it. I feel yeah. I think a lot of Rayla fans disliked the whole being apart, but I think Rayla and Scylla being apart kind of brought them closer together at the end.
100%. And
Yeah,
I think as much as it was necessary, I personally was like,
yeah. It's
because
like
I love time with Amalia and she's so fun to play with. And I learned so much personally from her and just having conversations with her, completely unrelated to our work. But it's just, I really, really enjoy her company
yeah,
and just like, I guess getting to know each other's brains even further. And yeah, I really missed out on that. And Dee too, like I didn't get to see her as much, but I am fortunate because even though I was missing as much time with them, it allotted more time with others, and I was so grateful and really cherished my moments with them. I really got to spend a lot more time with Diana, which
yeah,
was really special to me, and even with Lynn, I got to spend a lot more time with her, and we even had some one-on-one scenes which we had never had prior, which was super super cool to me. Lynn is in she's an idol to me. Like I talk to her all the time. She's someone I really look up to. Like I want to be Lynn Renee when I grow up. Let me
yeah.
tell you. It's just like
She's iconic. You just know, like even watching this show, like I watch her and I'm just like you just tell that you just know that she's amazing. Like I know that the person she is, she's an amazing person. You can just tell. She has an energy about her. And it's just like I just
it's
respect her.
so
Like you
it's
just
amazing. Also, like because she is so strong, she has those elements of Alder, but then like also Lynn, just like the dissonance between that completely hard place that she comes from with General Alder. Like Lynn's been through so much. She's experienced so much life in the time that she's been here, and she's such an old soul, but she has such a childlike wonder for things, and she's so goofy. So she's unafraid to just come across like how people expect adults to be so serious all the time and just miserable, and she's just like no, like she embraces the playful side, and I'm just like it kills that in so many people as they age. Our world kills that, and she's protected it so beautifully and nurtures it. And she reminds you to like dance under the moon and like wear clothes as less as possible and like be free
yeah.
and she's just so free spirited and beautiful. So I was so fortunate to be awarded more time with her. It's an honor. She
Yeah.
gives me so much about myself, acting wise and personally. So
Oh, I
yeah.
love her. I love Lynn so much, man. She's so great. Like I told her, watch. I'm just like, I love her. Like how could you not love Lynn? Like if you don't live with Lynn, something's wrong with you. Like I'm telling you. But like, she's amazing.
True.
She's just,
And
oh
what you were saying about like distance, I guess, how it really makes the heart fonder. I really channeled that in. So I was in a really long-term relationship for 4 years, up until I guess like not too long ago, like a year or two ago. And we had a really special connection, and I guess it was right at the trajectory of when my career was starting to pick up again after I'd had the injury to my face that I had. And, they were really there for me, and really taught me to pick myself back up and to love myself again. But the first 3 months of our relationship, we spent completely apart. And it made me desperate for that person. And I think it's what heightened our feelings to the point to where we ended up being in love, because it was just, as humans, innately, we want what we can't have.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
weird. Toxic relationships in our youth. But besides that, it's just like I run from things that are good for me. Like I run from things that are good for my heart. I'm afraid of commitment. I don't want to be tied down, because the thing is, it's hard to have another person understand my career choices and what it expects of me, and how I'm, kissing other people and being affectionate with other people. It takes a really stable person to be there for you,
Of
and
course.
to respect space and respect being apart from you, and to have that much trust and faith in you in
Mm.
whatever you're doing, chasing whatever you love. So I have a lot of respect for the person I spent so many years with, but we had so much time apart that I think that's truly ended up being the glue, because you cherish so much the moments that you do have together,
Yeah.
and they're so rich and loving, and you don't want to waste any time that you have with that person, because it's fleeting. And yeah, I think ultimately I really channeled that to Raylla.
Yeah.
And it was something that, even though I was personally missing her as a companion, and as much as Rail might have been, it was something that she knew she had to spend time away from the person to learn and grow,
Yeah,
because you're
exactly.
not losing anything, you're just gaining perspective. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think it really taught her a lot about what matters. And like you were saying earlier in the conversation, life's too short
Yeah.
to be to really waste time on trivial things. And it's like, why remove someone from your life if they're working hard for your love? Because not many people do that. There's so much one-sidedness, and
So true. So
neither
true.
of them were willing to give up, and that's something worth fighting for.
Definitely, definitely agree with that. And that's why I felt like the reunion when you guys when Scylla and Abigail saved you, and then saved Rael, sorry. And then like people, like I thought, like, because at the end of season one, like we found out that Scylla was working with Willa, and it was like, oh my god, wait till Rael finds out that her mom's alive and Scylla knows about it, like gonna be a whole thing. But
Right.
like it wasn't, like, she lost her mom the episode before, and then like they reunited, and then like it wasn't anything. Like I think Rael just wanted like answers. She was just like, she just wanted to know what the hell, like what's her life just changed when, did a 180. And that's what I really appreciate, because everyone thought, she might be mad at Scylla, but like she wasn't. She was like, but like even like the first moment you locked eyes with Amalia, or Rael locked eyes with Scylla, it was just
Mhm.
like, yeah, I'm still in love with her. Like you straight away. It was like,
Oh man,
yeah, that's yeah.
come on, Rael,
Like,
give it up. Rough sister.
she's
Anyway,
simping. She's simping.
you know. Anyway, Rael. I don't know who you're fooling.
It's like, you love her, we know, no, but
Period.
yeah, it was people. We thought, she might be those. We thought it was gonna be like this whole like drama about it, this whole like big like will it like tear them apart, but like it didn't. Like, and
I think that's unconditional love, right?
yeah, literally, and like even Scylla was like giving Rael her own space to like choose what go, because Scylla was like, Abigail saved you, Abigail and Tally, you got them, but she wasn't talking about herself. She was like letting Rael kind of have that bit of distance just to see what she wanted to do, because like, she couldn't, obviously Rayla couldn't just jump back together. Like there had to be like the mutual kind of
Yeah.
agreement, that consent pretty much, because it was, things happened, and it was just like Scylla was just kind of seeing where Rael was standing. And then episode 8 came along with when Scylla joins, the unit, which is one of my favorite things ever. But oh
So
my,
cute. Her little hat.
oh, the beanie, don't. I was not
It
gonna lie.
matched her eyes perfectly. Like I remember the first day they were debating whether to wear it or not, and we were like, "Come on, just bring it out. Like we'll help you decide." And so she came out, and we were like, "It's gotta stay." It matched her eye color to a T. We were like, "It's sorry, it's not your decision anymore. Like we veto no hat. Like
Yeah,
you're." It's voted off the island. The hat stays.
yeah, but
Sorry.
best decision ever because I've read the fans are going like, oh my
The
gosh, she
little
looks
hat.
great. She looks so adorable. But this is why I want to protect her. This is why still is my child.
Period.
Like literal to my child, protection, protect everybody. Um, and
That's
then
so.
how did you find like the Rayla kiss in episode 8 when Rayla like turned back around and was like fuck it like just because like that was the music the direction you oh my god I was dying to understand I was dead
So
dead
much pressure because we both read it and we were like kiss like they've never kissed before and we were like well, what does that mean like that's left open to interpretation
yeah
we're like what is it like what intent do we bring to that so we really just had that conversation and just trusted our instincts and the chemistry and just like you can't think too much about it. You just got to be
yeah
there and feel how you're feeling and channel that and just I guess we just recalled like the last however many weeks they've spent apart and channeled all of that into like whatever had been happening in their dreams because let's be honest, we know they were dreaming about each other. They were yeah.
obvious
Yeah. Like it was just like that angst. So it was just like you had to see that collide.
yeah it was yeah I
Yeah, we
love
just
it
like
was just like a
we're
whole
freaked out that we were like, how do we do this again? Me and Molly were like, wow, do we turn her head this way and blocking? We're like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, if I go on this side, and they're like, she's like, yeah, but your hair on the one side. I'm like, okay, so then if I go that like it was like a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And we're like, you know what? We're gonna stop thinking about it. We're just gonna let it happen.
yeah
And it was so strange because every time we shot it, because you're doing all these different angles, but every time we shot it, which is probably, I don't know, like 10 plus times,
yeah
we had to do a scope rinse because it's COVID. And so there was like very
oh
special. So it's like, it was literally just pure alcohol face. Like we were getting sprayed with alcohol too on our face. It was the most.
oh
It was,
my god
I'm glad it was with her because
yeah
we trucked through that. We did that.
Yeah, no, it paid off so well. It was one of my favorite moments. I was just like, everyone's been waiting so long for Raylla to reunite, and like, obviously, it had to be Raylla's decision to like go that step because obviously we knew Scylla wanted to, but like, I feel like it had to be Raylla's decision to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's do this. And
Yeah.
then she walked to her, I'm like, bitch, turn the fuck around. What are you doing? You're gonna leave her there? And then like she stopped. I'm like, oh my god,
That's her inner dialogue too.
literally.
When you're gonna leave her, because she was like, "All right, pride out the window for
Yeah,
one
this
time."
girl ran. She full ran. She's like, this is my girl. This is my wife. Let me go get her.
The first time we did it, the way I like, they were like, "I'm so sorry, like the camera can't follow that. Like it was way, you gotta slow down." So I was like jogging to her. Like every bone in my body just wants to run. I'm like, I'm taking way too long to get there. Like
Yeah.
this is, but like, yeah, the first couple times we said, and they were like, we're both like, oh man, like we're really just, they're like, yeah, just slow it down like 80%. We're like, copy that.
Yeah. Went too hard, too fast. I love it. I love it so much.
We were enthused. We just wanted to make them proud. But I mean, all jokes aside, this season thematically catered so much to forgiveness, and I think
Yeah.
I mean, at least I can speak for that for Rael, but just in everyone, in Tally and Nikta and Alder and everyone and Demetria and Amalia and everyone's like they had to forgive each other and then Scylla had to forgive Tally and Abigail's forgiving Scylla.
Yeah.
So and then with Raelle and her mom, and trying to understand the place where she was coming from out of love and protection, because it's fairly hard to justify, that she let us grieve for so long, when she still existed, but it was ultimately just to protect us. And it's a hard thing to justify, but I think it's something Rael came to terms with, that she would never understand. And it's so much bigger than her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And she chose to forgive so that she didn't have to carry that burden for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
And
which is very
same
good.
with
Yeah,
Bella. She knew she'd never have a chance at happiness if she didn't forgive the one person that ever worked so hard to, for her back. So she's never had that. She's never had someone believe in her that
yeah,
way until she met her unit and Scylla. So it's what it's about. It's so much about forgiveness and, you know, fucking up and figuring it out, and it's so human. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it makes me happy. This is why it's so good. This show is amazing. This is why the character journey is like. This is why everyone loves it, because you guys just you pour your heart and soul into it, and you just and Ali, it's incredible. The writing's incredible. The directing's everything's
Thanks,
incredible. There's
Elliot.
nothing
Thanks, team. Thanks, Amanda.
literally.
We love you.
We all love you,
We love
King.
you. We're
Um,
so saps.
honestly. I just want to touch on the other Raylla kiss in the finale, because I know the fans will hate me if I never brought it up. But the other one in episode 10, when he's like, "I'm never leaving." I think she said, I'm never letting you leave again." Or I don't know, I can't remember what she
I
said.
can't remember the line now too.
It
I
was
think I
something
said
like
something.
that.
I don't ever want to be apart from you again.
Something
I
like
think.
that. I think,
You know what that
yeah.
gave me? That gave me like Edward and Bella intensity. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, it definitely gave that. Like it's just, yeah, I don't ever want to be apart from you again. And she was just like, yeah. And see, those are the kind of moments I'm talking about, that where they're really compacted, but there was a lot of space and intensity in gathering up to say the words that were exchanged. And but again, because it's the finale, everything's like so condensed and it's so quick paced that you're just like, you miss those tiny little moments. So it would be nice if we get to move to streaming, where we'd have maybe a little more license to
Mm-hmm.
keep
At
those moments.
Netflix, don't be shy. At Hulu, don't be
Don't be
shy.
shy.
Like, listen, there could be no more cuts on the scenes, because they'll have like a lengthy time.
Come on,
Like, you can have
Hulu. Come
some,
on, Netflix.
like, let's be on Net. You have. I mean, this is like, for me, like, streaming services. Like, why wouldn't you pick up a show that has like a dedicated fan base that will go, will carry with the show until
Mhm.
the end? Like, why wouldn't you want a powerful fan base like that? Like, why wouldn't you? Like, to me, I'm just like, why wouldn't you do that? But that's just me. But
I'm biased, so of course I'm gonna
of
agree with
course.
you.
I think
I
everyone wants more Rayella. Yeah, we all want more Rayella. We all want more. Yeah, we all want more Rayella. We all want more unit moments. Like, we just want everything. We just want. I feel like the fans really just want Elite's vision to come to life, and like for him to be fulfilled. I guess, because like I know he
so
worked
much.
over like 10 years to in this whole universe, so like people don't
Yeah.
want him to like get snubbed after 3 seasons, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like he's worked so hard. He's created this whole story, this whole universe. Like
He's
we
like, he's like, well, if it doesn't work, a book series, a movie, like something. And I'm like, I love you.
I love him so much. It's so
We do our
precious.
best to execute everything in that beautiful brain of yours.
Honestly, let the man have his creative freedom. Damn it. Anyway,
Period.
um,
Anyways,
so yeah, that was pretty much all I really wanted to ask. I guess, like, I don't know. I felt like I've taken enough of your time, but like I don't know. But like I always am like, oh my god, it's been too long. Like, I'm stressed. It's fine.
I
Um,
could sit and talk with you all day. I think that's the problem. Is we
that's the
could just
thing. That's the thing. Always, I'm just like, oh yeah, well, I'll
keep.
write questions up, but I'm like, because when I was writing these questions, I'm like, I know Taylor and I are just gonna like talk, so like, I'm not too stressed. I'm not gonna see. I'm not that stressed. I'm like, I know we're gonna talk a lot, so like,
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
not even sorry. Honestly, not even sorry. I think we covered some really great stuff. I guess maybe my final question would be like, where do you see Rael's journey going in season 3?
Oh man, I mean, as an artist, it's such a blessing to be able to push your boundaries, and as any creator, you want to sort of delve into new dimensions and new facets of whatever it is you're creating and exploring and navigating within that space. So I obviously would love to see further growth, but I mean, you guys have all heard my theory about maybe a little wedding, maybe a
Hmm.
little farm, maybe a couple
Yeah.
ducks,
I
some
heard the
baby
duck line. I heard the duck line. Everyone's like, look at him. I'm like, oh no, I know the power of the duck. Listen. No.
duck. But yeah, I mean, like I really just I want to see them happy because that's my ultimate dream. I want it to be left feeling hopeful whenever and wherever that happens to be.
Yeah.
But at first, I want there to be some kick-ass world change.
Oh yeah.
Like something needs to shift in the system, which I think speaks so critically to the way that our world's functioning now. And I hope it leaves us all with inspiration and
Mm.
hope and faith and people and the power of them.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
so I hope to see a massive change in the way that their system works. And
Mm.
yeah, I also want to see Tally as general, but that's just
Oh my God. No, seriously though. I feel like that could be,
maybe more like a season 6 thing. But I'm
yeah.
like,
You know what? I feel like that could be like, if yeah, season 16, like I feel like her journey could lead to her being general. Like that would be like the real change. Like we know that she would do right. So that would be, I could ask Jess that actually. That would be interesting what she thinks about that.
when Donkey and Dragon have babies in Shrek.
Yeah.
Also, the scenario I hope for with Abigail and Adil. Just like the power it gives, like it's everything I would want. That's what I hope to see. Is that
Yeah.
you know the what is it? The unite of earth and sky.
Yeah, that one, I was like, that's interesting. Like, that's
I'm
suspicious.
super
Like, what does that mean? Their power is too good.
thinking his brain when I get him on a call soon. I'm gonna be asking questions.
Literally.
Well, I hope we can do this for season 3.
I know, same. Listen, no, it will happen. I'm gonna manifest it right now. It's going to happen. I love it.
Already a yes from me, so
It's already doing it. It's fine.
they
But
see that.
yeah, exactly. The fans always did like, oh, can you do Nolan with Taylor? I'm like, I will. I'm like, everyone's asking. I'm like, it's gonna happen. Like, I know it's gonna happen. Like,
Period.
it's coming. But I want to thank you for joining me again for another chat. I love you. Thank you
I
for
love
giving me
you.
an hour of your time. You're amazing. Okay, I love talking to you. You're amazing. I love you. Okay, thanks. That's it. Like,
Yeah, that's so gross.
do this all the time.
I know. Fuck. Thank you so much for your time and for being so committed to watching and loving what we make and
Of course.
for using your creative purposes to share with us. So thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for watching my thing. Like, it's me. Like, what the fuck? Like, really?
I
Like,
love it. It's literally like it's a highlight for me. I tell you. I tell you.
all right. I think we got it.
Oh, we're so cute. No, you're so cute. Let's be honest here.
The most adorable. Okay, I love you so much. I will be
Come on.
your like fan all the time. Like I'm gonna be with you to the end, girl. You have me
Same.
for life. You
Same.
have us for life. All right,
Following
Taylor.
you everywhere. Yeah. So nice
All
to
right,
talk to you, bub.
you too. You too. Have a lovely day,
You
guys.
too, honey.
This was my interview with Taylor. My chat with Taylor. It's not even an interview. It's like a chat. Like whatever. It's unprofessional
Where's
chat. Whatever.
Kiki?
It's a kiki. Exactly.
Taylor. It's
Exactly.
a Kiki.
Thank you for joining. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I had doing the Taylor. It's always been a pleasure. We will have you back. Season 3 manifest. Um, but yeah, guys, that's it for me. So ciao for now, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Ah, Taylor, you're amazing.